Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 12, Lesson 64, and it's the very first lesson of a brand new unit all about punctuation. We're starting where every sentence finishes, the end mark. There are only 3 of them, the period, the question mark, and the exclamation point. And choosing the right one is easier than you might think, because the sentence itself tells you which to use. Let's get started. Here's a small punctuation truth that carries a lot of weight. Every sentence you write ends with an end mark, and there are only 3 to choose from. A period is for a statement or a command. A question mark is for a question. An exclamation point is for strong feeling. Just 3 little marks. But here is the key idea for the whole lesson. You don't pick the mark by guessing. The sentence's job picks the mark. Figure out what the sentence is trying to do, and the right end mark is already decided. Let's take the marks one at a time, starting with the period. A period ends 2 kinds of sentences. First, the declarative sentence, the one that makes a statement. The library opens at 9. It's simply telling you a fact, so it closes with a period. Second, the imperative sentence, the one that gives a command or a request. Please close the window. That is telling someone to do something, and a calm command like this also ends with a period. So remember, a statement or a command. End it with a period. Next up, the question mark. This one has a single clear job. It ends the interrogative sentence, the sentence that asks a question. Where did you park the car? The moment a sentence reaches out for an answer, it needs a question mark. Here's another. Did the mail arrive yet? Again, it is asking, so a question mark closes it. If the sentence is a question, the mark is never in doubt. Now the boldest mark of the 3, the exclamation point. It ends an exclamatory sentence, one that overflows with strong feeling. What a beautiful sunset. You can hear the emotion in it, so it earns an exclamation point. It also closes a strong interjection, a short word or phrase that pops out on its own. Wow! That single word is an interjection, and the exclamation point gives it its punch. When the feeling is strong, reach for the exclamation point. Periods do one more job worth knowing. They close many abbreviations, the shortened forms of words. When we write doctor as an abbreviation, it becomes doctor with a period. A street becomes ST. And a weekday like Monday shortens to MON. Each of those little periods marks a word that has been cut short. And here's a neat rule. If an abbreviation lands at the very end of a sentence, you don't add a second period. That one period does double duty, closing both the abbreviation and the sentence. Let's put all 4 sentence types side by side and see which mark each one takes. A declarative sentence makes a statement, so it ends with a period. An imperative sentence gives a command, so it also ends with a period. An interrogative sentence asks a question, so it takes a question mark. And an exclamatory sentence shows strong feeling, so it takes an exclamation point. Look at the pattern. 2 types share the period, and the other 2 each get their own mark. The job on the left always decides the mark on the right. Let's practice choosing. When you're deciding on an end mark, don't stare at the words. Ask what the sentence is doing. Watch out for that branch. That is a sudden warning, packed with alarm, so an exclamation point fits perfectly. Now this one. Someone wrote, "How long is the bridge?" and ended it with a period. But that sentence is clearly asking a question, so the period is wrong. It needs a question mark instead. See the habit? Always ask what the sentence is trying to do, and let its job choose the mark. Time to practice. In this first set, each sentence is missing its end mark. Read it, decide what the sentence is doing, and pick the mark that fits. Pause the video and choose before I reveal the answer. The train leaves in 10 minutes. What is this sentence doing? It's simply telling you a fact, a plain statement, so it's declarative. A statement ends with a period, so the answer is the period. How did you solve that puzzle? Notice the word how at the front and the way it reaches for an answer. This sentence is asking a question, so it's interrogative, and it needs a question mark. So the answer is the question mark. What an incredible finish! Listen to the excitement in that sentence. Nobody's being asked or told anything. It's simply bursting with feeling, which makes it exclamatory. Strong feeling calls for an exclamation point, so the answer is the exclamation point. In this second set, we'll name the kind of sentence. Read each one and decide, is it declarative, interrogative, imperative, or exclamatory? Pause and choose before I answer. Return your library card to the desk. Who is this speaking to? You. It's telling someone to do something, with that understood you as the subject, so it's a command. A command is an imperative sentence, so the answer is imperative. The rainforest receives heavy rainfall. This one isn't asking, commanding, or shouting. It's just calmly stating a fact. A sentence that makes a statement is declarative, so the answer is declarative. What a thunderstorm that was. Feel the force behind those words. No command is being given, and no question is being asked. The sentence is pouring out strong feeling, and it ends with an exclamation point. That makes it exclamatory, so the answer is exclamatory. Let's gather up what we learned. Every sentence closes with one of three end marks, and the sentence's job decides which one. A period ends a statement or a command, and it also closes abbreviations like doctor and ST. A question mark ends a question, and an exclamation point ends a sentence bursting with strong feeling, or a sharp interjection. Match the mark to the job, and your sentences will always finish cleanly. Next time, we'll keep exploring punctuation. Great work today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.